Hi, I'm Doris, the editor of American Patchwork and Quilting. I'm excited to share some great reader tips about storage today. This first tip comes from Laura Kallenbach from Portage, Wisconsin. Laura says, I have a large zippered bag I call my finishing bag. It's where I store fabrics I need for backing, binding, and labeling my UFOs. I attach a note to the individual fabric pieces to remind me which project each one is for. That way I don't accidentally cut into the yardage I was saving for a particular quilt. That's a great idea. You can keep your pattern, your tools, and all the fabric you need with the UFO right there in a zipper bag. Carol Metz of Grass Lake, Michigan says, because I was tired of forgetting what my specialty rulers were meant to do, I sewed a block of every design that each ruler would make. I then named file folders after the rulers and put the finished block inside the folder with the ruler and the instructions. I no longer have to guess what the blocks will look like when they're finished. This next tip is from Beth Christopher from Bramville, West Virginia. She says I use a pedicure toe separator to store my bobbins. The bobbins stay wound and I can see the color of the thread. Nancy Kovacs of Curtis, Ohio says, I love my fabric panels, but they often get lost in my stash. After trying several storage methods, I finally hit on something that works for me. I fold each panel into a page protector and store the page protectors in binders. This cuts down on duplicate panels, makes the panels easy to view, and keeps the panels accessible. And our last tip is from Norma Curtis of Kleinburg, Ontario. She says, because our sewing room is also our guest room, I sometimes need to put my sewing supplies away. To store my cutting mats where they won't get bent, I clip them to pants hangers and stash them in the closet. The hanger clips are strong enough to hold 2 mats each.